Because I work quite fast usually when I'm building pieces, I like working with the coil method because it kind of slows my hands down since the coils have to slowly be stacked up on top of one another. I have time to think about the piece I'm creating as the clay is being laid down into form, and it's also just nice to be so hands-on with it. Once the coils are down, I have to scratch the coils together and smooth them out, and it's nice to have so much physical contact with the clay, kind of smoothing out the rough parts and creating the shape that I want, whether the figure is going to be kind of hunched over or leaning back, or however the gesture is going to be. I'm taking that time to have my hands move over the form and kind of building a physical relationship with each of the pieces as they're being created. Once the basic form is down, so the body's been coiled, the arms are put together, the legs are formed, I like to sit the figure down and try to play with different gestures. So try to find a natural looking position, a way the arms are lifted or the fingers are placed, how the legs maybe would interact if you had a figure that was holding its knee or running or jumping. And a lot of those gestures just kind of come organically as I'm creating the piece. So I'll have in mind kind of a rough idea of what I want to create and what I want to say with a piece, but then when it comes down to the finer tuning, the little details, those things kind of just happen as the piece is being created. So not really randomly, but just they're kind of born of what looks good and feels right as the piece is coming to completion. One of my hobbies is just doodling, sketching, painting in sketchbooks. And so when I apply my underglaze, I like to come at it from a watercolor perspective. So I use a ton of water when I paint. It smooths out the colors, waters them down, makes them a little thinner, and then multiple coats have to be applied, one on top of the other. And I like this method because it builds layers and depth in different shades. So tucking in like a funky blue somewhere where you wouldn't expect there to be blue, or shading dark purple to create kind of a heavier feeling, emotion. Color is such a cool way to add some kind of emotion, thoughts, and feelings into a piece. So if I have something that's going to be more lighthearted and happier, using brighter colors or warmer colors, reds and yellows, make it feel more upbeat. If I have something that I want to be a little heavier, a little more dark, I can add in those deeper tones, those purples and deep greens and lots of blue, and mixing in black to everything to tame down that color and get a softer hue.